Hi, Moti. I think you can you hear us?
Yes.
I think you
I send you a message.
already sent out the email.
I send you a message. We have a meeting already. You approve it?
I don't know whether I have to approve it. Just saw that email. I think I forwarded to my colleague. That was about. I have to remember. What was it about?
About the virtual retirement communities. The new about the idea of virtual retirement communities for the elderly.
Yeah. I think we can have a chat right now on that. Otherwise, because I don't see any other people here.
I prefer to be with you alone. If somebody will enter, we will close it. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So only yes, please.
Yeah, if you would like to say a comment on that, that's
really. I'm already, as you can see, I'm not so young. I'm already behind me 2 exits, but you know, the blood of the entrepreneur, it's still with me. I'm already approximately 35 years with the elderly, providing services to the elderly people, and it started with Israel. I had a daughter company also in Holland.
okay.
And the idea is now that I develop a new concept named virtual retirement communities. It means that to build neighborhood communities for the elderly people, and this we are doing through the main device that they know how to use it, the TV.
Okay. That sounds like a good approach. Yes.
And it's not only idea; it's already we release already the concept.
Okay.
In England.
In England.
We started in UK. 20 years ago, I started in a very primitive way, without the technology, because Steve Jobs was still a child 30 years ago, and so I did it in Israel, and it was a hit. In Israel, I operate approximately more than 200 communities like this.
Okay.
In Israel. And after I made an exit, I have a company in the IP in the Bursa in the stock market, and I made a exit, and now I came back with this idea with the technology that allows me now to be, and this is a huge platform that we connected to the TV, and imagine yourself 200 households in one neighborhood that are living in their own homes, and suddenly they are connected between them. They can speak with them, the machine learning, you know, they learn the needs, the interests, and they speak with them, and they're connected to the all businesses, local businesses in the community, and we build really a community. It's also for organization. For example, now in UK, we are working also with charities. For example, the biggest charity in UK, Age UK. We are already in a few branches. We start with retirement organizations, like the organization of Siemens, of I don't know, or whatever you think. For me, it's not so much the money that we are looking for, but I'm looking for establish myself in Germany. So I think that Germany, as it is a very small country, so I think that we have to split and to divide and to build one company, for example, in Berlin, one in Köln, or something like this. But this is my idea. And what I need most is not that I hate money, but what I need most is connection, and how the establishment, how to help me, and really a strategic partner for this idea.
I see. I would have immediately one question on the technical aspect.
Yeah.
So using a TV do you need any kind of a license for using TVs, or is there other kind of technical approach to the TV, just using as a screen?
Imagine you know Apple TV box.
Yeah.
That you connect it to the HDMI.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Ah, okay.
So it's exactly the same. We have all the approval for the CE, for the EU,
Yeah.
and everything is already.
So that you have just a plug-in for your TV, and with that plug-in, you have the program and the technique where you just can connect to your neighborhood, whoever that is.
Not only neighborhood. We have a caregiver app for the family. We have a staff application for the caregivers and for the organization and for the volunteers. We have a CMS, a central management system, that if the organization of the city hall or somebody want to send messages, we have live classes every morning. If it will interest you, I will send you some videos, the live videos, that you can a little bit to feel it. But it's a whole platform that you can also down the road to add medical accessories, to talk with the GPs, with the doctors, and so on and so on. Is can start to go to e-health, preliminary e-health, because I don't believe that elderly people can manage all this technology.
This is like my first idea. I'm just thinking of my own sort of parents and that of my wife. How complicated it is for them to use an iPhone or any kind of a telephone and to use Zoom or other things. So TV, I guess, is really a good technical medium to use. And if it is just this plug-in and then that it works, that might really give access to this target group. I've never heard of a similar project here in Germany. Don't know.
I want to tell you that 3 weeks ago, I know somebody in Regensburg that helped me, and she made a market research a little bit, and she found only one company that is doing a connection on tablet, so this is, and they're very succeeding in Germany. They have for the moment what they put in their website. They have 250,000 subscribers, so it's not bad.
I think I just heard about, but this is a different kind of an approach.
Exactly.
Some of those younger persons try to use this Amazon, what is, this
Alexa, yes.
Alexa, just for taking care of their parents living somewhere else, so that they just can use Alexa for being connected, just to be sure that those parents are well off, and sort of say, but this is not a kind of a communication.
No.
This is more a kind of an not Überwachung, so to say, that you just check everything.
I understand a little bit German, so you can see that my family name is Barmherzig.
Yeah, there's a very funny name from that side, Barmherzig.
I want to tell you that till now, I don't know from where it's coming, because my parents are from Poland, and my father, and I made the research. Because I speak also Polish, and I was in Poland, and I go also archives in Krakow and all this, and I arrived till 1790. And it's still Barmherzig.
Still Barmherzig.
So
I never met a person before with the name of Barmherzig. So I know Barmherzig from Catholic Church and things like that, but never had a person from the name. But to speak on the business, what I can do is we have an expert team on health industries.
Okay.
And they know all, might it be startups or whatever, so to say, I would try to connect you with my colleagues from this background. I guess they would know immediately if there has been such kind of an approach already, or what a kind of an access. And we can elaborate, because I'm still thinking on who to include regarding retirement. So there's a little bit of a difference still between the East and the West. I grew up in the neighborhood of Regensburg. So that is where I come originally from, Bavaria, which is, when it comes for elder people, others organized in a different way than the Eastern part. In the Eastern part, we have still this Volkssolidarität.
Yes, I know.
Which is this old Eastern part, and they are still very common here in the Eastern part, Volkssolidarität. So this would be perhaps one of those players to talk to. In the Eastern part, I don't know whether, so to say, social institutions like the Rote Kreuz. I really have to think who might be a good partner to talk to, who has access, because I guess that somebody the social security official systems, I don't know whether they would be the right. So it's not that on the spot I know whom to talk to from that perspective. Have to a little bit to think about that. And the other is just the technical wise to get connected and whom to talk to get such a kind of a project started and roll out here in Germany.
So first of all, thank you very much, Burkhard. And remember that I don't believe in remote control. It means I think that we have to be on the ground, and we have to build a German company, and we have to establish a German company, perhaps few, but still a German company. So if you know somebody that can be a partner, I prefer strategic partner, but can be a partner. It's also the investment. You understand? You know what is the biggest investment? Is hardware. Is hardware. Exactly. Hardware and marketing. These are the two investments, because I already finished all development. The programmers are in Israel. All the programmers, because Israel is good in programming and
coding.
Exactly, but not in marketing. In marketing, and I could afford to myself not to go to United States, and myself I'm still European, more European. I'm living. I have my house in Evian, on the Lake of Geneva. So
nice one.
So I speak also French, and so if you can help me, if it cross your ideas, it cross your it can be something out of the box. That it can be also social impact. It can be also a lot of things, and with all due respect, it can bring very nice money.
This is what I would try to set up to make a meeting, a brainstorm meeting, and I would invite somebody from my healthcare team with an expertise on that, and then we just brainstorm on your idea and who might be the right partner here in Germany. And it might be that I just made up that distinction between the East and the West. It might be city-wise, that there are different players in Hamburg than there are in Berlin or in Munich. This is what we have to think about. I guess from the time now, pandemic and online communication, or so to say digital, is
I have
the best time now to talk about that.
In my background, I'm a gerontologist, so I know quite a lot about the elderly, and I want to tell you that always when you invest in a startup, you have to look of the financing, of the business model, and everything. But I think that the most important is the timing, and
it is true.
And I think that we are in a perfect time. And I think so. It is for you, and I will thank you very much for everything that you.
I will talk to my colleagues within the next 1 to 2 days, and then I will come back. I am off on holiday next week, so perhaps if we don't make it on until this week, I think we'll make it the week after. But if that is fine,
Don't apologize. Don't apologize.
No, I'm really happy to have one. So.
Exactly. I'm jealous. Just
I will go down to Regensburg, by the way, to see my grandparents, my parents-in-law. So then when I come back latest, so but I will contact my colleagues immediately, and then we see that we set up a meeting and develop on the idea. I like it very much. I think, and it's the best time, and it's a very good idea.
Thank you very much. And only two small things. If you arrange a brainstorm, I will make for you a live demo that you can understand exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you can enter to our website because it's already 1 week ago we translated to German. So if there are mistakes, so please please tell me if there are mistakes.
I will let you know whether there is any kind of a wording or whatever. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to speak with you.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
Danke.
Yeah.
Danke.
Have a nice day. See you.
Bye. I'll see you.
Bye.